Okay, Asia session done. Took 4 trades in Asia. Lots of setups in Asia today, lots of trend breakouts. These star setups are trend breakouts. And overall in the market, there's tons of trend breakouts in Asia, London, and New York pairs. Last Friday was NFP day, so it does make sense that NFP kind of broke out a lot of these pairs. So lots of trend continuation setups today. So took 4 trades, took one on Nikkei. Nikkei hard time frame breakout levels, all bearish. Peak bias are both bearish as well. Fake out month and a breakout week. It's a breakout day. We're below the daily breakout level. We're below the weekly breakout level, and we're below the H8 breakout level. We have good time frame alignment here, and so I'm looking for continuation trades on Nikkei. So it's a breakout day. On breakout days, I'm looking for continuation setups. I'm relying on these hard time frame traders to continue pushing this market down. First setup I'm looking for is a fake out of the H8 high below the breakout level and take it down to the previous day low. Here is the previous H8 high. Price did not get up there. So the next setup, if I don't get that setup, next setup I'm looking for is a breakout of the H8 low below the previous day low at the same level. So that's what we did have over here. Previous day low and the H8 low both got broken out at the same time on this M15 bar. And this is when I decided to enter. So this is a breakout trade. Most breakouts fail. So if I take breakouts, it's high risk, high reward, 1 bar stop, and I'm looking to take a larger move. So the target for me was the next fake out level over here. And you can see that price reacted exactly at that level. So M15 bar, 1 bar stop, breakout, took it straight down to that level, took 3R on Nikkei. So that was the first trade that I took. And that's it. Nothing else to say about this. Next one is gold. Not doing too good right now, but let's see if this wants to continue. Gold, higher time frame breakout levels, mostly bullish. At the time when I took it, the monthly was bullish as well. So all time frames are bullish. Peak bias are bullish as well. It's a breakout week, and we're above that week breakout level. We're above the daily breakout level. It's a breakout day, and we're above that H8 breakout level. So again, like I said, lots of trend continuations in the market today. So I'm looking for a bullish continuation setup. On a bullish breakout day, I'm looking for, first setup I'm looking for is that fake out of the H8 low and take it up to the previous day high. So what we got here on gold, price came down, faked out the H8 low, and I entered as price got above this H8 breakout level on this M15 momentum bar. So stops at the low of the day, and I want to take it up to the previous day high. So not doing too good right now. It's I'm in drawdown, but there's no reason for me to exit when I don't mind holding in drawdown, especially if I have higher time frames all pushing up. There's no reason for me to exit this. If I take a loss, it's okay. It's just 1 hour loss. But I do feel that since we have good higher time frame confluence here, that there's a possibility that I did catch the low of the day, and I want to hold it up to at least the previous day high. I do see that we're in a range here, and it does seem that price has come up to these levels multiple times. So there's a possibility that I might take partials here and continue holding this up. But I don't want to get too far ahead of myself. I want to make sure that I just trade this setup first. So I'm hoping to see price get to the previous day high, and that's it. So I'm not going to be touching this. Not going to go break even. If I take a loss, again, that's fine. I'm okay with that, especially since I already banked in 3R for the day. And then I also took one on NZDCAD. NZDCAD, higher time frame breakout levels, all bearish. Peak bias, both bearish as well. It's a breakout month, breakout week. We're below the weekly breakout level. It's a breakout day. We're below the daily breakout level, and we're below the H8 breakout level. So once again, all time frames aligned, and I'm looking for a continuation setup. Very boring, taking the same setup all the time, but that's just how trading goes. Right now, it's all trade continuation setups, and that's the setup I'm looking for. So continuation setups, again, I'm looking for that trend retracement, faking out the H8 high. I want to get below that daily breakout level. And this M15 momentum bar closed below the H8 high, faking that out, took out the last M15 breakout level, and also flipped the H1 breakout level as well. So I was interested to take this down once I saw this M15 momentum bar, but I did wait until price got below the daily breakout level. So stop loss at the high of the day, TP at previous day low. So took it like this, about 2R on this one. Still in this one. Again, it started to pull back a bit, but I have all higher time frames pulling back, and I'm hoping that I've caught the high of the day. So the way that the math works for my trading, when we have higher time frames all pushing in one direction, I want to get in at the next day's high of the day. Obviously, I have no idea when the high of the day is going to occur, which is why I use the H8 to tell me if I'm at the high of the day. So there's 3 H8 bars in a day. If we fake out the first H8 high of the day, um, that tells me that it tried to get above the previous H8 high and then failed. So it tells me that that's the first sign of a reversal. And if it does that on the first bar of the day, there's a 33.3% chance that I've caught the high of the day. And if I have a win rate strategy of 33.3%, I want to be taking a trade of at least 2R. So in general, I want to be taking at least a 2R trade when I'm taking Asia session trades. Doesn't happen all the time, but as a general rule, that's what I'm kind of looking for. And so this is how I kind of the math behind my trading. So trend retracement setup. Hopefully this continues on. And the last trade that I took was on GBPAUD. So GBPAUD, hard time frame breakout levels are all bearish. Peak bias are all bearish as well. Monthly is bullish at the moment, but when I took it, the monthly was bearish. It's a range setup. So this is not a continuation setup, but I do have hard time frames pushing down. And I have a breakout day, bearish breakout day, followed by an inside day. So this is a range setup for me. We have a bearish breakout day, followed by an inside day. That's a range setup. First setup I'm looking for on these days is a fake out of the previous day high to take it down to the previous day low. Price did not come up to the previous day high. Instead, it broke out below the previous day low. So that's the second setup I'm looking for. Getting below the H8 low, below the previous day low, and below that entire range structure. So we did get below that entire range structure. We're below the H8 low and below the previous day low. In hindsight, I prefer all these levels to be kind of closer. I prefer to have a bit of consolidation before taking these. But the reason why I took it is because we did flip that monthly breakout level. So these breakout levels, these tell me if this current time frame is bullish or bearish. And so if we're above this monthly breakout level, we're bullish. And if we're flipping it, then we're bearish. And so these yellow bars are when that flip occurs. And so this is what I'm hoping for, that this flip would continue on down. So I ended up taking this trade right here on this breakout. I did identify that there was a previous week low from a few weeks back in December, and price did end up getting stuck there. But I was still fine taking this because I thought that this flip of a breakout level would be strong enough. We did have lots of momentum coming down. We're coming out of an inside day, and so I did think that this would have continued on down. Unfortunately, it did not. And like I said, and every time I take a breakout trade, most breakouts fail, and that's exactly what happened. This one failed. But I'm still fine taking breakout trades, and the reason why is because if I'm going to take a breakout trade, I do want to be holding for a bit longer. So something like this, I was okay because if it did get past this weekly low, there's nothing stopping it to get to that next level. And so there is um, a reasonable idea for me to take this down to the next level. So I risked 1R to take almost 8R. And so this is still a trade I'm okay taking. But in hindsight, I would have preferred more consolidation here before taking it. Looks like there's another setup here, but right now the new H8 bar just opened up. So I'm not going to be taking it right now. Usually when these bigger time frame bars open up, you're going to find that there's going to be some pullback before continuation. So this bar closed, and you'll see most of these bars have top wicks and bottom wicks. So usually what that means is when a bar closes, let me find a good example here. When a bar closes at the closing price, at the next bar, you'll usually find there's going to be some pullback before continuations. Right, so almost every bar you're going to find that. So that's why I don't like to take a trade too close to the closing price of the closing time of the previous bar, and so I like to wait for that for the current bar to play out a little bit, um, and pull back before taking it. So I'm not going to take this one right now. I'm going to wait until London session. So London session for me starts at 3 o'clock. So in 2 hours, I'll see how that goes. But yeah, so I took one loss here on GBPAUD. In hindsight, not the best trade to take, but I still liked that idea. But I'll still have a look at this in London. Maybe this one will set up. Okay, where's the new H8? The new H8 is up here. So not the best place to take a trade. So on a breakout inside day, yeah, so that's, let's see if this wants to consolidate. If it consolidates a bit, then I might take another attempt at it in London, but otherwise I'm kind of done with this one. Okay, so those were the 4 trades that I took. Took 3R on Nikkei. Gold is still playing out. I'm back in profit here. Took a loss, 1 hour loss on GBPAUD, and I'm in NZDCAD. I'm still letting this play out. And that's it. So now off to London. I'm going to change the scanner over here, switch it up to London, the London pairs, and I'll do my watch list for London. And that's it. So Asia session done, and now I'm waiting for London.